welcome. Today I'm going to utilize another pack of beef shanks that I bought, the same type that I bought for a previous beef stew. I'm going to freeze the other set. I bought 3 packs on sale, and today I'm making a different kind. I did a lot of braising on the stove, and I'm doing a crock pot beef soup. And I'm not sure how thick it is yet. It might be like more of a stew, but I can smell how delicious it is. So I hope you enjoy this wonderful, hearty soup/stew. Now we're going to put the shanks on top of the vegetables in the crock pot. After you remove your beef shanks, you're going to turn down the heat a little to add garlic. I'm using minced. It'll be about 2 or 3 cloves, or like a tablespoon or so, depending on how much you want of garlic. And then you're going to add some beef broth. I have some homemade light beef broth, and then I have some store-bought beef broth. So here's my store-bought beef broth. It's a little richer. The homemade one is just a very light beef broth. Straining out a little gristle that was in here, just to kind of get rid of it. So I'm going to add some cream of chicken, 1 can, to kind of make a little gravy with this broth. I don't always use cream of chicken canned soup, but I really like this one, so I'm going to use it in the crock pot. So we're going to kind of stir that in, make a little gravy. We're going to put the whole can in. Okay, and then you want to take a whisk and kind of whisk it so that you can dissolve that chicken soup. I could have started with a very small amount of broth and did it like that, like you do a gravy, but I just put it all in. So go ahead and use a whisk. I'm going to be washing like a cup of this really good mixture of rice. It's got wild rice, brown rice, and white rice. I'm going to put like a cup of that in the crock pot. It's going to be really good. Okay, here's our creamy broth with cream of chicken soup in. Okay, next I'm going to add some green beans that I chopped up. I cleaned, took the strings out, and washed. So I poured the gravy, the broth with the cream of chicken, into a cup with a spout, so it's easier to pour in the crock pot. So after washing and rinsing my rice really good, I'm going to put it over the meat and green beans, and then I'm going to pour my gravy, so to speak, broth over everything. Doesn't that look wonderful? So now what we can do is we can turn this crock pot on to cook quick, slow, whatever you want. So I'm going to go with 4 hours. Okay, and last of all, I'm going to add some potatoes. These are my yellow potatoes that have skins. They're really good. I have a lot of them. Now, because of the wild rice, it doesn't really need potatoes, but I want them anyway. So now I'm going to set this for 4 hours. See you in 4 hours. Okay, you want to season everything with salt and pepper, which I've already seasoned most of the vegetables. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, not a lot, maybe just a pinch. Then I'm going to add about a quarter teaspoon of thyme. You just want to have some flavors added to this. And then now we're ready to go. Okay, about halfway through the cooking, which would be in about 2 hours, you do want to taste it to make sure it's how you want it. And if it isn't, you just add the different seasonings that you want. Well, I think this can still be a soup, but some people might call it a stew. I'm not really sure, but whatever it is, it sure looks delicious. You can see the rice in there. Okay, after really checking it out, I'm going to call it a stew because it's a little thicker than a soup because of the rice. It gives it more of a stew consistency. But whatever you want to call it, it's absolutely delicious. So what I wanted to show you here is how you can make a really economical meal by using the same type of meat and just create something different with it. So this tastes delicious. I've already tasted it. I'm just going to take a little taste in front of you. This has the rice. It kind of almost tastes like barley. But as I told you in the beginning, it's a mixture of rice. It's really good. Awesome. And this is the kind of meals you want to make during this time of the year when it's cold. Hearty, wholesome soups or stews, and that aren't expensive to make. So this didn't cost much to make, and neither did my other soup. So I hope you'll give this a try and let me know what you think of it. Thank you for watching.